So for my presentation, I decided to talk about the similarities of media manipulation and J.D. Power Awards. So obviously a lot throughout the semester we talked about media manipulation and how journalists can use certain language and tactics and propaganda to kind of get what they want and sway people's opinions on things. And I wanted to share how that same formula can be used in private business as well, notably J.D. Power. So if anyone doesn't know, J.D. Power and Associates is a company that's owned actually by McGraw-Hill, which makes a lot of the textbooks here. But what J.D. Power does is they make ratings and reviews of almost every product type out there. So they'll do like cell carriers, appliances, but they're most notably known for cars. And they become really popular in recent years thanks to Chevy, who's kind of put out a string of ads. So I'm going to play a little bit of that. And
hello.
Hi.
Welcome. So under this curtain is the Chevy that was awarded most dependable by J.D. Power. Which vehicle do you think it is? The Chevy Volt.
Impala? Cruise?
It's actually the Chevy Malibu.
Oh, wow.
It was awarded most dependable midsize car by J.D. Power.
Wow, it looks great.
But not only Malibu was awarded.
What is happening?
so basically the commercial goes on and shows all the other cars that won J.D. Power Awards too. So basically how it works is J.D. Power, every year after people buy cars, they send out surveys, and people have to fill out these surveys based on a number of different things about the car. So after they get all that in, they sort it, and they go through all the data, and then they put out awards for different models, and you can see the three models here. They give it out based on quality, dependability, and performance. There's no limit on how many car models can win the exact same award, and if a company wins a J.D. Power award, they have to pay J.D. Power to actually use the award in their commercial, which a lot of people didn't know. So we can take a look at their website and kind of get a little bit of an idea of how it works. So basically you can see right here, once you go in, you can see how many car brands were won, and if you were to go in and sort by which of the three types, which I'll save the time and not do, but basically overall 61 cars won over three types of awards. So obviously the awards can be kind of misleading, which is what I'm going into next because of that. So because so many cars can win the exact same award, a lot of car buyers might think that J.D. Power Awards are a little more prestigious and hard to get than they really are. Basically, most modern cars today could win J.D. Power Awards, and most have to. They have to have a certain number that win, because if not, people can't use them in the ads, and then they can't make any money. So they're a little bit misleading that way. And here on this link is a great website that kind of gives a good idea about how J.D. Power works. There's a couple personal responses to it. Someone here who was actually in that commercial talked about how they didn't realize, but the car award that was given was meaningless, pretty much, just because so many other cars win too. And then once you go down further, it talks about how J.D. Power came about and how car companies that were struggling can use these J.D. Power awards basically just to get exposure and really up their revenue stream. So here a couple years ago, Jimmy Kimmel did a little sketch. That's the J.D. Power CEO right there. And basically he was making jokes about how there's J.D. Power awards for everything and everybody wins. So they gave him a J.D. Power award for most reliable mid-sized late-night talk show host, which is kind of funny. So one connection to media manipulation, as we could see, is how in the media, obviously, one thing they do is they use certain words and to influence the importance of something, and they usually do that in headlines. So if I come down here, I don't even have to open it because it shows enough, but last year, this was in March of 2020, right at the start of the pandemic, the headline reads, "Boy 17 with coronavirus dies as cases surge in California." Now, obviously, that's very scary, especially starting with this pandemic. It makes it sound like the boy died of coronavirus, but if you look in the first sentence, it says, "Los Angeles County health officials backtracked Tuesday on their announcement that the child died of coronavirus, saying it is possible the death was caused by something else." So we can see that's kind of a classic case of media manipulation. Headlines like that are going to get a lot of clicks. The same way, if a car company uses that their car is the most reliable mid-size sedan or something like that, without actually reading into it that there's a ton of other cars that won the exact same award, so the car you buy might not be as safe or as reliable as you actually think it is. So another connection to media manipulation we have here is how journalism and these J.D. Power Awards kind of work too much as sales tactics now, more than actually benefiting the people that use their products. So J.D. Power, obviously it sells their awards to winners, and they have the sellers in mind. So their main people to appease are going to be the car sellers, not the car buyers, because that's how they make their money. And it shouldn't be that way, because at the end of the day, it's everyday people buying cars and not car companies. And then basically why this is wrong, J.D. Power Awards should have clear winners and losers. There should not be so many winners for the exact same awards. People take car buying very, very seriously. It's a very important part of life. The same way getting your news is. We obviously want to be told the truth and the entire truth, which is something that the media and these J.D. Power Awards both fail to do, clearly. And then finally, well, actually, I talked about here's a good link. Basically talks about how J.D. Power, it kind of has that same point that I rated before, that it's for the sellers. It was not made for buyers. It says their J.D. Power research is for the auto companies. So it basically just says to use it as a guide. So it should help you when deciding to pick a car, but it should not be the only thing you take into account. Kind of like the media, how we might read a story and we'll take that story into account, but we want to make sure that we get the entire truth for our own benefit. So in conclusion, J.D. Power Awards, they have the ability to be a truly helpful part of car buying, but to do so, they would have to change how they do it. They're already a multi-million-dollar company. They could be a very prestigious and honorable award just by giving out the awards to single car winners every year. But basically, the point I'm trying to make is, with the media and with awards like this, obviously they're not held to the same standard. Media manipulation is a much more obvious and prevalent problem right now. But the point I'm trying to make is how media manipulation can be used in all parts of life. And it's very important that we do what we can to get the whole truth.